From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Hello and welcome to Local Point, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center. I'm David Gale, filling in for Chris Piner. Today's show features guests from the Holidays Festival Committee, who will tell us more about the 8th annual event taking place November 25th in downtown Vernal. Joining me in the studio are Clint, Morton, and Allan Mashburn from the committee. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. Now, before we go anywhere else, I just got to make sure that everybody realizes that not only is Holidays on the 25th, but it's also my birthday. So I'm really excited for the kind of double celebration.
Maybe that's why we're really
that's
having the celebration.
Really. Okay, let's pretend like I'm new in town, and I don't know a darn thing about Holidays. Never heard of it before. What is it? How long has it been around?
Oh, well, let me give you a little bit of background on that. I've been a resident of Vernal for 30 years. And for a lot of that time, there's been something going on the day after Thanksgiving. They've had the Parade of Lights before. They've had the lighting of the dinosaur gardens. That's been done for many years. For a while there, the Chamber of Commerce had a committee that kind of helped facilitate this. And then Gale Allred, who works for Vernal City, got to thinking that maybe we need to do a little bit more to try and bring our community together and have a celebration that is going to begin a tradition, not only for the city, but for the people who live here. So 8 years ago, Glade and a few other volunteers got together and started the Holidays. It started out a little bit small, but as you've seen over the last few years, it continues to grow and get better every year.
Yeah, it's become something really special here in Vernal, in the downtown area especially. So how can people find out all that there is to offer? Is there some sort of website that we can go to and see all of the information there is about it?
There is at www.communityholidays.com.
Okay.
That's the website for it, and it's got all sorts of information. It's got a list of all our sponsors, people who help put this event on and put it on for the community, which we feel is important. You know, they support us. We want to help support them as well. It's also got a list of all the events that take place that day, and it's got a video from previous years, so you can, if you're new to it, you can go check it out and find out a little bit more. So
we also want to mention that we have a listing on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And we need to get the community involved in that. If they like the events, they need to go to Facebook and say, this is what we like, this is what we want to continue with, this is what we want to see. It'll also be interesting to see where people are coming from. So through Facebook, we'll see the wide variety of geographic areas that we're pulling people in, and we are. We pull people in from Wyoming, from Colorado, from the Wasatch Front, because they have heard about this through their families and want to be a part of it.
And this is an opportunity, like you say. So you get some geographical information where people are from. You get a chance for them to actually maybe give some real specific input, because when you join I'm guessing it's kind of like a fan page, an informational site that is the official Facebook site. What is the name of the official site?
It's under Vernal Holidays Festival.
Vernal Holidays Festival.
Yes.
And then people can tell how much they enjoy about it. And I'm assuming they can also probably get some information from there, like they can get from the website. Is that true?
Yes. And it's great help for us to hear that feedback, to know how we can improve, or what they like, what they want to keep, what they'd like to add, and it really helps us as a committee to be able to hear that feedback from the community.
Sure. And I imagine that it's not easy to put something like this on. What kind of work goes into it? I mean, who's in charge? What kind of support do you guys have?
Well, it's all volunteer labor that goes into this, plus some city workers help out. The real coordinator is Gale Allred and his son Gale, but there's a large committee that works throughout a number of months to get the activities coordinated, to get the monies in place. And you got to realize that this is a budget that 3/4 of comes from donations from our community.
Oh, wow.
And we're talking a budget that's probably $45,000. So 3/4 of that, or around $35,000, is all money that comes from different businesses, different organizations in our community, because they think so much of it.
I think it's important. And so this is probably another good reason why you need people to give some feedback. It's hard to be a sponsor of something and never hear back from people what they enjoy so much about it. So again, can people go to the Facebook page and possibly give that kind of input?
Yes, they can. We encourage them to do that.
Okay, so again, let's give the two websites. You got the basic website, which is
CommunityHolidays.com.
CommunityHolidays.com. No slashes or
No
dots
slashes
or
or
anything?
nothing, all
Okay.
together.
And then when you're looking up on Facebook and you're looking for that specific fan page, you're looking under Vernal
Holidays Festival.
Vernal Holidays Festival.
And we'd like to state, it is community minded. On the Facebook page, it doesn't say community, but we do want it to be community minded. It is a great festival for the community.
certain.
It's all for the community. So.
And I'm really excited to find out what we're going to have specifically this year coming up on my birthday. So stay with us. After the short break, we're going to tell you all about the activities you're going to see at Holidays. We'll be right back.
If your summertime activities lead to a summertime injury, Ashley Regional Medical Center can offer you superior orthopedic care. Our digital radiology department, 64-slice CT scanner, and MRI assist our ER physicians with diagnosis and treatment of fractures and other injuries. If additional care is needed, our highly skilled orthopedic surgeons are available to consult. Our physical therapy team can get you back to doing what you love to do in no time. Quality orthopedic care right here at home.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Local Point, where we've been talking about the annual Holidays Festival here in Vernal. With us we have two members of the committee, Clint Morton and Allan Mashburn. Now we were talking when we left about some of the sponsors and how 3/4 of the entire budget for the Holidays Festival is made up of local companies and groups who have basically volunteered time and money to make this happen. So how many sponsors do you have?
Well, David, I think there's probably more than 50 sponsors, probably closer to 60.
Wow.
And that is anything from a small sponsor to some of our larger ones. And we really appreciate all of them. Now, some of the larger sponsors are Vernal City, obviously. Uintah County is a very beneficial partner to us. Anadarko Petroleum, who puts up the fun house that's down there at Western Park. And then we have the Chamber of Commerce, who provides money and also helps coordinate the parade. From those top ones to some of the smaller ones, we have people coming in here with providing different gifts, gift certificates for drawings. A lot of things are going to be going on, and our sponsors are the ones that deserve the gratitude of the community for putting this together.
Sure, and like you said, not only are they providing some of the financial, the money, the actual hard cash to be able to do this, but also a lot of prizes, things that we can come and win. And I want to know more about that. I mean, I didn't realize that you could win stuff. I'm enjoying everything that's going on. What can you win? How does this work?
Starting at noon, they start with a turkey drawing. They give out turkeys, but in the midst of that, they also give out lots of prizes that businesses have donated, anything from video games to gift certificates. And one of the major prizes this year, Great Lakes Airlines has donated round-trip tickets to Denver. So there's some pretty good stuff there, yeah.
And I think most of us at some point in time have needed to make that trip over the course of a given year. So anybody who wins that's going to be happy to not have to pay that bill once, right? That's awesome. So besides the prizes, I want to find out more about the activities. What is there to do during Holidays?
Oh, there's some great stuff. They started at 11 o'clock in the morning. Start with camel rides, which is always a classic. That's fun. So to ride them, you don't have to go to the desert. You can do it right here.
You do right here in Vernal.
We also have, obviously, the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce puts on a parade that night. Nice. We have fireworks that go off. These are some of the big events that kind of put this together. We have something new we're trying this year is we call it Mini Minute Win It, which is
which is difficult to say if
right,
nothing else.
Say that 5 times fast. But yeah, people challenge each other in different miniature games, kind of like a minute to win it type thing, and then they can win prizes through that also. So that's one that. And then we have the Anadarko Family Fun House that takes place at Western Park, and all sorts of bouncy houses and different things there.
I think that's Allan's favorite.
That's right. I'm going down there. But let's not forget the marshmallow roast.
Oh, what?
We've got to have that too.
Oh, yeah?
That's a good activity for that night. Hot chocolate. They have hot chocolate for
and this time of year especially, it's getting cold. Some warm marshmallows and some hot chocolate in the belly. Oh,
that's right. And all that's free.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great?
It's all free. We want to bring families, bring communities out. Nowadays it's so hard nobody gets to know their neighbors very much. This is a great place to be able to get out, get to meet with your neighbors, your friends, and get to be able to get together as a community.
Yeah, and on the day after Thanksgiving, you can go out and you can have your turkey bowl. You can beat each other up around a little bit, and then you can bring your family out and have an enjoyable time all together.
And a lot of these activities take place downtown in Vernal City, and some of them take place at Western Park. But when you're downtown, visit the local merchants.
Yeah,
See
for
what
sure.
they've got. This is the start of the holiday seasons, and they're all going to have something worthwhile for you to take a look at and potentially buy, we hope.
And also, you were mentioning to me earlier that the Chamber of Commerce is doing something with their trees. Tell me about that.
Oh, that's Trees for Charity. Every year, the Chamber of Commerce, for the last number of years, has had different groups and organizations and individuals do trees that are bid on, Christmas trees. And they'll be available for people to view at Western Park on the 25th. And then there's an auction for those the following Monday. And that money goes to different charities throughout our community.
That's great. And it's such a fun activity. When I say activity, I mean a whole wealth of activities. It's such a fun day, really. When you talk about the things that really sets Vernal apart as a community, this is definitely one of them. So you need to get out and you need to go on the website, to go on Facebook, hit that little like button. There's a button that says like it. And then, write something that you a memory, something that you really enjoyed about holidays, to let these sponsors know how important it is to you as well. Don't forget, of course, day after Thanksgiving, November 25th, also my birthday. So one of those two ways you'll remember it, right?
That's right.
For sure. Anything else you wanted to let them know about?
I just want to say thanks to all of our sponsors and our wonderful community who makes this happen every year. We do appreciate all of the volunteers and all of the supporters of this activity.
Very much. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, Allan, for joining us, and thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time. That's it for now. We'll see you right here for the very next Local Point, Channel 6 VTV.